Hello dear children, welcome back to Uma Talks, and here I am with NCERT textbook questions. Okay, so of the chapter Landscape of the Soul, standard 11th English. Okay, so let us begin. So the first question, contrast the Chinese view of art with the European view with examples. Okay, so the Chinese paintings are based on an imagination, inner or spiritual approach, whereas the European paintings reproduce an actual view of an external or real object. The paintings of Wu Duozi and master painters of Europe illustrate the difference. Explain the concept of Shanshui. Okay, so Shanshui represents the two complementary poles of the universe, Yang and Yin. Literally, Shanshui means mountain water. Mountain is Yang, the vertical, stable, warm and dry element. Water is Yin, horizon resting on earth, fluid and cool. The interaction of Yin, that is the receptive female aspect of universal energy, and Yang, the active and masculine energy, creates the images. Now question second, first part. What do you understand by the terms outsider art and art brut or raw art? Outsider art refers to the art of those who have no right to be artists, as they have received no formal training, yet show talent and artistic insight. Art brut or raw art are the works of art in their raw state as regards cultural and artistic influences. Second part, who was the untutored genius who created a paradise and what is the nature of his contribution to art? The untutored genius who created a paradise is Shak Nek Chand, who created rock garden at Chandigarh. Okay, Sri Nek Chand, who created rock gardens at Chandigarh, and he has sculpted a garden with stone and recycled material. His art is recognized as India's biggest contribution to outsider art. Okay, and then we have the longer answers. The first one, the emperor may rule over the territory he has conquered, but only the artist knows the way within. The emperor is a symbol of authority and power. His will prevails in the land under his rule. His word is law for the people spread over the territory he rules. The emperor may get the services of talented persons and master artists. The acquisition of power, self and physical objects does not make him superior to the artist. The artist has a spiritual insight into the nature of things. He understands the workings of the mysterious ways of the universe. His spiritual enlightenment and vision can help the emperor to attain the goal of life, that is the liberation of the soul from the framework of body, and it is only artist who knows the way within the territory the emperor has conquered. The way here means both the path and the method. His approach is purely spiritual, which persons burdened with materialistic approach fail to acquire and appreciate. Next, the second question. Okay, the landscape is an inner one, a spiritual and conceptual space. A classical Chinese landscape is not meant to reproduce an actual view as would a Western figurative painting. The European painter aims to create illusionary likeness, whereas the Asian artist try to capture the essence of inner life and spirit. For the Chinese painter, the landscape is not a real one. He does not choose a single viewpoint. Hence, his landscape can be viewed from different angles. One can enter it from any point and then travel in it. The Chinese artist creates a path for our eyes to travel up and down and then back again in a leisurely movement. These paintings require the active participation of the viewer. This participation is physical as well as mental. We must try not only to see the painting but enter the mind of the painter as well. It is only by understanding the ideals that motivate the painter that we can understand the true importance or the essence. It is because his landscape is an inner one and a spiritual and conceptual space. Okay, now the C part, first question from there. Find out the correlates of yin and yang in other cultures. The Indian culture lays stress on nature and God, and nature is the yin or female part. Okay, whereas God, the creator, is the male or active part. This concept is also known as Maya and Brahma. The combination of the two creates the world and all its objects as well as inhabitants. Okay, so what is the language spoken in Flanders? That is the language spoken in Flanders is French. Next, I don't think so that anything like that is there in the chapter. So note it down in your notebooks, children. And yes, do subscribe, share and like, and thank you for watching.